anime adaptation, the first season, now called the original season of The Big O, was vastly different from the second season of The Big O, which was co-produced by Cartoon Network along with the original developers being that of Sunrise and Bandai. The exact details were that though The Big O was a decent manga story and quality anime adaptation produced, there were not enough reasons for support or interest within the Japanese audience for anything more than a first season, as the plans were for that original season to be 26 episodes, but lower than expected or imagined ratings when originally broadcasted in Japan had it reduced to 13. But when first broadcasted in the United States, it was popular enough for Cartoon Network officials to propose, in part to help fund, a second season, which would be rest of the original 26 episodes in the anime as it was first planned. The Japanese developers agreed upon negotiations with Cartoon Network, and this ended up being the continuation of the series. But the original episodes had certain plot details of storylines later abandoned due to the change in leadership with the production of the series. One of the main abruptly ended plots was RD. In the final episode of the original season, the 13th episode, an assassin is seen stalking the streets of Paradigm City. No one seems to be able to deduce the reasons for the murders as well as who is doing it, as the only clue left behind as to who the killer is, unknown to all besides Roger and Dorothy, is the phrase "cast in the name of God, ye not guilty." Upon the events of the episode, it's discovered that the killer is an exact copy of the android Dorothy and goes by the title of Red Destiny, which was the abbreviation of RD. Red being the color of the cloak that she wears, and Destiny referring to the fate of a Mega Deuce pilot, which might be death because red is also the color of blood, hence Red Death. Unlike the good Dorothy, which has fluid speech and actions, this evil Dorothy has mechanical movement as well as slurred speech, and a lack of understanding besides basic awareness of herself and others. As the intentions for RD to kill innocent people is that they were claimed or supposedly had memories prior to the mysterious event that caused the mass amnesia across the city. Through the episode, RD is destroyed, but there is little explanation for why there was an exact copy of Dorothy to begin with. Why was she murdering innocent people across Paradigm City? And her connections to the other unresolved plots of the original 13 episodes, the original first season. They were interconnecting, but these were never explained, being that of RD was just mentioned literally a few more times in casual sentences throughout the second season, then quietly forgotten as other plots were introduced into the series to account for the lack of explanation, because the original anime was produced in 1999 through 2000, and the second season was produced in 2003. A period of 3 years had elapsed between seasons. This could have easily had lost the storylines or methods of even implementation for the story in changes for plot with the Big O. Sometimes a character can be forgotten because some storylines were abandoned due to confusion and lack of explanation or interest.